President Obama, we're going to talk about guns in this segment, and President Obama was giving an interview last week to the New Republic, and they asked him if he'd ever shot a gun. And he said yes. Well, let's want to put it up. He said, yes, in fact, at Camp David, we do skeet shooting all the time. Not the girls, but oftentimes guests of mine go up there, right? So he says this, right? So then everybody starts freaking out. Oh, really? Well, let's see a picture. Let's see a picture. Really, you shoot? They immediately, first of all, I thought it was, really, you go goofing off shooting? That's what you do for fun? You can't. I just think that's weird. And second of all,
well, I don't see that's where, you know, it's not goofing off. I don't know. I think that's the least weird thing about guns.
Well, but the fact that you're the president of the United States in a country that is plagued by gun violence, and the way you relax with your friends is to go
it's not like
it's fun though. It is fun.
It's fun, but it is fun.
Oh, sure,
I think it's really fun. But
so is beating up midgets. You don't do it.
I do that too.
No, please, I'm joking on that. That's a horrible thing. You never would do. That's why I said that. Okay. People, I'm not kidding. People,
you're gonna get.
No,
people will take it seriously.
You're gonna get in trouble for that. But the shooting of clay pigeons or skeet or whatever you call it is like recreation. You just go out, you do it. It's really fun.
Right.
You yell pole. You shoot the thing. It's like target. It's just target practice.
But despite what the president says, though, he says he does it all the time, right? In quotes,
that's what he
all
said.
the time.
He said he does it
all the time.
If you had a camp, you would do it too all the time.
No, I would do it all the time. I don't think he does it all the time.
Oh, you think?
I mean, I'm not doubting him. I'm not saying that he was lying or about. He probably has done it 8 or 9 times in the 4 years of his presidency at Camp David. He thinks it's fun, it's cool, it's great. So when he says it's not like he's out there every day like people play basketball, shoot hoops every day. I don't think it's quite like that. And that I do think he does every day, actually.
Yep.
So
yeah, he does.
I don't know. I think a little bit too much is being made of the president.
So the president so they wait 5 days, right? So people on the right start pressuring him. But Wendy, let's see a picture if you shoot. So he waits 5 days. He releases this picture. There's the picture, and someone says that you can tell by the way he's holding the gun, he doesn't know how to hold a gun or shoot a gun. And again, you got insult.
Well, that's good.
That's what I say.
Yeah,
who cares?
That's great. I mean, everybody should be a rookie at holding a gun.
Yeah.
You know?
He looks pretty good. He's got his face against the butt of the gun. He's not. I mean, he seems pretty competent.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell. I mean, to me, he looks fine. But I'm just telling you what other people have said. So they asked Jay Carney about it. And so they made a big deal about why did you wait 5 days to release this? And so Jay Carney says, they asked him, he was on the plane. He says, the fact is, the president was asked a question, did not volunteer, but was asked a question about whether or not he had ever shot a weapon. And let's do the next one. But there were persistent questions about this, and we decided to release a photo of the president shooting at Camp David. So that's why they did it, right? Because people kept saying they didn't believe him, that he was making it up, that he shoots skeet up at Camp David. So that sounds funny to say it, shooting skeet. So they went up, so they released it, they gave us, and then the NRA had this to say, after he releases that cool picture of himself shooting the gun lefty, by the way, that's him shooting lefty. I'm doing today's show lefty, which is why I'm a little off. They said the NRA responded with, one picture does not erase a lifetime of supporting every gun ban and every gun control scheme imaginable. So they were really reasonable as usual, the NRA. They really came out with a balanced, measured approach. They don't want to push people away.
And on the other side,
honey and vinegar.
On the other side, we're saying, yeah, exactly, it doesn't erase that. And, just because the president picks up a gun and shoots a clay pigeon, yeah, precisely what we're saying. It does not erase the fact that he's opposed to every, every permissible gun law, and I don't know that he has. I mean, he didn't have an F rating from the NRA until he became president. So I think.
Well, they didn't do anything except expand gun rights in his first term.
Right.
And then the NRA kept saying, "See, that's their fake. They're faking you out. They're giving you a feint. They're making you think they're pro." And then when he gets reelected, look out! And it's like, son of a bitch.
Right. But this is so silly. I mean, George Bush never read a book, and he was in charge of the Department of Education. I mean, I don't.
And he was married to a librarian.
That's right. hard to believe. But I don't care if President Obama has fired a gun or fired a weapon or gotten in a fist fight in a parking lot or whatever. I mean, we elected him for other reasons.
Right.
To just be a pragmatic president, to study the issues, to get Congress to help pass legislation that benefits the common good of the people. Now, this idea that we get bogged down in like whether he's shooting the gun in a correct manner, or whether he does or doesn't, I'm more disturbed that he's wearing a Nike shirt in that picture.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he should be wearing flannel.
Was it?
That's what real shooters
Oh,
wear.
it is a Nike shirt.
Yeah, the swoosh. Just do it. Just
well, that's
shoot it.
one of those things, you know. I tried to go New Balance because they made their shoes here.
Well, he's sponsored by Nike. He's had a shooting contract with it. But there's the other side of this story is that the president, like every other American, this happened in August. I think all of us since Newtown, you know, not all of us because there have been, and I'll say this number because I heard it today, according to Slate.com, 1,543 shooting deaths since Newtown, which if you do the math, is about 60 Newtowns since Newtown. So you wake up, you hear that news every day for 60 straight days.
And you know what? But I was just like, in a mass, where a bunch of people are in danger, where someone whipped out a gun in a restaurant or a sports event or something, I still haven't heard the story.
No,
you don't. Of the one good guy who took him out, and the whole crowd went, "Yay, guns!"
Someone was armed at Gabby Gifford's shooting. And said that there was such chaos, he didn't want to. He didn't know who to shoot. People. Almost shot the wrong person.
Exactly. So when you show up and there was a guy had picked up his gun, the shooter's gun, and now who do I shoot? So that's exact. More guns, and it's I'll give you.
And the other thing too, can I just say while I'm on a roll?
Yes.
Guy can't be stopped.
The whole thing of I own a gun myself. But it's the new. Well, I'm not gay, but I support. It's the new caveat. It's this like new disclaimer up front. Is well, I have a 12 gauge in my closet right now, but these assault weapons are as if you're. I do have a gun. And I have never loaded the thing. I don't even know how to load the thing. I shouldn't have it. Someone should take it from me right now.